Hi, my name is Lois Woken. My husband, Peter, served in Iraq and Afghanistan. He is medically discharged from the Army due to PTSD. I'm talking to you today to ask for some help. But first, let me tell you a little bit about what the war and PTSD means in our family. It's very hard to sum up in a few short minutes to tell you everything it takes and everything we go through. But if I could use words to describe it, I would use heartache, loneliness, fear, anger, rage, sadness, and a multitude of other things. Along with it, there are happy times and there are good times. And most of us families and veterans suffering hide it as best as we can. And we try to get through it as best we can. The veterans have the VA to go to and other programs. And we've tried almost every one of them. And some have been somewhat successful and others have not. Right now, today, there are 22 veterans a day committing suicide. That's 22 people committing suicide every day because they can't live with what has happened at war. And that's just the veterans. There are spouses as well and children who have taken their own lives because the PTSD and what it did to their family was too much. Thankfully, we have some other options. I have a very dear friend, Rosie, who has a foundation called the Different Rhythm Foundation. They are fighting the blood ivory trade in Africa. She has backed a charity fundraiser event by the Lone Survivor Foundation. The Lone Survivor Foundation works to help families to be able to have different treatment options and go to retreats. And they help make it possible for these families to get access to something more, something better. And not just the veterans themselves, but it's the whole family incorporated together. And I can't begin to tell you how important that is because, unfortunately for us, PTSD has destroyed our family, and we are now struggling to build the blocks back up and have our family together again. But it doesn't have to be this way for everybody. So, I'm just asking for you to take some time and consider backing this event as well and backing this foundation so that we can get the money to help not just me and my family, but the countless families out there. We don't need any more suicides. My husband has already lost too many friends to it. So, the charity event is called A Concert for Hope. It's June 20th, 2015, and 100% of the proceeds are going to go to the Lone Survivor PTSD and traumatic brain injury retreats. I thank you very much for taking the time to listen and try to understand. I wish I could tell you so much more, but there's not enough time. I pray that you'll be reached in your hearts to maybe just think and consider, or at least pray for all of us trying to make a better life. May God bless you.
Well, I guess this is as good a time as any to be making a video. My youngest daughter, Landry, and I just got home from watching Lone Survivor, and definitely brought a lot of memories and um, traumatic experiences kind of back to the forefront of my mind. So now's as good a time as any to reach out and tell y'all that June 12th 2015 in Winnie, Texas. Um, the Different Rhythm Foundation will be holding a concert for hope. All proceeds will go to the Lone Survivor Foundation retreat that is being completed on Crystal Beach, Texas. This is for veterans struggling with PTSD, traumatic brain injury, and just the struggles of everyday life. The difference in the Lone Survivor Foundation is they incorporate the families too. So that's near and dear to us. My husband Gary, who was killed in Fallujah in 2003, was from Winnie, Texas, born and raised. And so it's funny how things come together. It's been 11 and a half years and it still hurts every day. But it blows my mind how all these years later, things can still fall into place for healing. We may not have to deal with the post-traumatic stress disorder and the things that come along with it, but we have things like that of our own that we'll deal with our whole lives. And it's our families and these veterans and their families, we all need to come together. We can help heal one another. The veterans need their survivor families just as much as the survivor family needs the veterans. So I hope that this message comes across. It's heartfelt. We need your support. We want you to be there. And this is the best time as ever when it's fresh on everybody's minds because of these movies being released. And we owe it to the survivor families and the veterans, and we owe it to them. So please help us with this event. Help us help the road to peace for these families. We need this to heal, and we need more places and individuals to be on board and to help bring awareness and bring things that are better for us, better ways to heal. So on behalf of my family, myself, my girls, and of course my husband, thank you. It really would mean a lot to us. Get the support. And thank you. We hope to see you there.
My name is Taylor Collins. I'm 19 years old, and I am the daughter of the late Sergeant First Class Gary Collins, who was killed in action November 8th of 2003. I was 8 years old, so it's been 11 years now that I've grown up without a father, without him by my side, without him telling me the things a father should tell his daughter, the advice given. I've missed out on that opportunity. It's rough going through life without a father, continuously thinking about the things he has missed, my high school career, all my achievements, coming home and getting to show him that I got a good grade on a paper, but not having him here to congratulate me or motivate me to keep doing well. He will continue to miss out on my life for more important events like graduating college and getting married and not having a father to walk me down the aisle. So it's definitely tough being a daughter of a late soldier. This concert benefit that's going on is for a very good cause. I encourage everyone to be there to show their support and appreciation for families like us, and also to those soldiers who suffer daily with the PTSD and the trauma that they have encountered and all the struggles that they go through. Because I understand it not only affects the soldier, but it affects the family. Thank you for your time and coming out to this event. If you do choose to come, it's important to my family and it's important to these people and their families that we show that people care and we show that they are appreciated and there is help and they are loved. Because knowing firsthand growing up without a father and losing him at such a young age, I've grown to learn more and appreciate everything that the military does, all of our U.S. services. It's a very important thing that we have them and that we continue to have them and they continue to receive the support and love from the people who don't do what they do and personally encounter what they do. It's a tough world when you lose someone close to you from whatever they do. And I know I couldn't imagine my dad coming home and being a completely different person. If that happens, I think about it all the time. I think about how different he would be, how if he would still act the same, if he even wanted to be around us, if he struggled, and even if he could continue on with life, because I know a lot of people struggle with that debate as well. So I encourage you guys to come out and show your support in Crystal Beach, Texas. It's an important benefit concert, and it should be, very refreshing to connect with people that you know and connect with people that have gone through what you've gone through. Thank you for your support, and thank you for your time.
Hi, I'm Landry. I'm one of two daughters of Gary Lamar Collins. He was unfortunately killed in action in Iraq in 2003. I'm here today to ask you for your attendance at the Concert of Hope in Winnie, Texas. This helps raise money for the foundation that's being built over in Crystal Beach for all the veterans and their families to cope with their lives after being over in Iraq or being deployed. I really appreciate your attendance because I firsthand know how hard it is to do. I know how hard it is to still be alive. And to grow older without dad. he should be here, raising me and my sister and being with my mom. And he's not. It's so hard to live every day without him. And I know how much it affects the family's life every single day. And it kills me to see Army men struggle when they come home. I feel like it's harder being home than it is being over there. The stuff they had to see and the things they had to do is not normal. It would mean a lot to the Lone Survivor Foundation and to us families out there that struggle with everyday life and that try to live normal life without someone we love and cherish because they gave their life. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Andy Madrano. I'm a 23-year veteran of the U.S. Army. I have PTSD, TBI, and some other physical ailments since I've been out. PTSD, I say it's affected my life, and the fact that folks tell me when they look at me sometimes they see loneliness in my eyes. Certain things trigger it. One day I was on the freeway, a car swerved into my lane, and it reminded me of a RPG coming at one of my vehicles in my convoy. I screamed and yelled, and as we would say, get off the X. Drove really fast to get away and pulled over later on down the road. I get depressed, have anxiety, trouble sleeping, definitely. I'm not as open as I used to be. At least that's what people tell me. But, you know, some of the things you see and do, you can't tell your friends and family. And, you know, sometimes you got to just go out to organizations that are willing to help and do what they can for you, because it's easier to talk to a stranger sometimes than it is your friends and family. Thanks.